I am taking pictures of it. I can do what I want in the public.
This is not a public area.
This is a public area.
Ministry of Defence.
I have asked where I could go to photograph, and they said,
This is MOD.
excuse me, no it's not. No it's not. There's no signs or nothing. Don't come round here and start demanding this and threatening with that.
I'm asking you politely.
No, I'm not. You've had your chance. Get lost.
Right, okay.
And you're going on YouTube and everyone will see what a pack of douchebags you are.
Welcome back to the channel where police intimidation gets exposed and public rights stay front and center. Today's footage comes from Matt12128, one of the UK's top auditors, and trust me, this encounter gets tense fast. Be sure to check out their channel linked below and show some support for the original creator. If you're new here, subscribe now because these real-world confrontations only keep getting crazier. What begins as a quiet photography session near a naval facility suddenly explodes into flashing blue lights, aggressive questioning, demands for identification, and warnings about official secrets laws. But instead of backing down, the auditor stays calm under pressure, knows the law better than the officers confronting him, and completely flips the situation on its head. This is a perfect example of what happens when authority meets someone who actually understands their rights. Let's get straight into it because this confrontation escalates within seconds.
Oh, sir, how you doing?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so what are you up to, please?
Taking pictures. Well, you've actually come with your blues and twos on, so I'm taking some pictures.
Right, okay. Can I see some identification, please?
Keep your distance.
Right, okay.
Right.
Can I see some identification?
Just bear with me. Right, I do not need to show you any identification.
Right.
I'm on a public... It doesn't matter who I am.
Who are you? Right. You're carrying out photography of this area. Okay,
I am taking pictures of it. I can do what I want in the public.
It's a restricted area. This is not a public area.
This is a public area.
Ministry of Defence.
I have asked where I could go to photograph, and they said,
This is MOD.
excuse me, no it's not. No it's not.
It's under the it's MOD.
No it isn't.
It is.
I know for a fact it isn't.
I'm not arguing.
Right, well arrest me then.
Who are you first?
None of your business who I am. I'm on public land and I'm taking some pictures of the Royal Naval Base that my brother used to go to when in 1991.
And who was he?
Ian.
Ian who?
Well, I'm not telling you that because then you'll know my second name, won't you? I don't have to tell you anything. Don't get out your car and start talking to me like that. You lot have been getting yourselves in trouble with...
Okay.
Right.
I'm asking for some identification.
I do not have to talk to you.
Okay.
What?
I'm asking you for some identification. You're carrying out photography here.
Carrying out photography and
what you're doing.
it's not illegal.
This is an area that's
No, it's not. Inside, yes, I'm not inside, I'm outside.
This area here is
Get some
classified.
get some notices up saying no photography.
This area is classified, okay?
No, it's not. I have had a look. It's on Google Maps. Don't talk crap.
Down there. Okay.
It's on Google Maps. This roundabout here is Google Maps. Can you believe this, guys? I'm on a public property. Looked on Google Maps to see where I could go. Got in touch with Cornwall, Devon Council, and they said I'm all right on this bit here. And these chaps are trying to tell me that it's their property. Right, what you want about? It's not your property. This is public land. Don't try and twist the law, right? Because you lot have been in trouble with this before. With your attitude and your threats.
I'm merely asking you for some...
No, you're not. You're demanding.
I'm asking you...
No, you're not. You're being rude.
Can I have some...
No, you can't. You're not entitled to it. I'm not obliged to give you anything. If you'd have asked me nicely, I might have done, but you didn't. So jog on. I will stand here and film for as long as I want, and there's nothing you'll do about it. And if you do something about it, you'll find yourself in court, pal. Okay?
Yeah.
So I suggest you go.
What you just watched was a perfect example of how quickly a routine interaction can turn into pure authority overreach. The officer arrived with flashing lights, instantly demanding identification and treating someone holding a camera like they were committing a serious offense. But the auditor never panicked, never raised his voice, and never surrendered his position on public land. Instead, he stayed calm, repeated the facts, and refused to be pressured into explaining lawful activity. That composure completely changed the dynamic of the encounter. The more the auditor calmly stood on his rights, the more the officer seemed to rely on intimidation instead of clear legal authority. You can actually hear confidence fading into frustration as the interaction continues. And that's what makes this footage powerful. It shows how knowledge of the law can completely disrupt a pressure tactic designed to make people comply out of fear or confusion. When someone understands that public photography is lawful and confidently asserts those rights without aggression, the entire intimidation strategy starts collapsing on camera. Calmness, patience, and legal knowledge became a wall the officer could not break through. So what do you think? Would you have handed over ID to avoid escalation or stood your ground on public land the same way this auditor did? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
And you can stand there and talk to whoever it is all day long. Nothing's going to change. What's your collar number? 1265. Are you with the normal police?
Ministry of Defence.
Minister just right. It doesn't mean nout. Alright?
We police this area.
If I'm in, you police this area all you want, but don't tell people what to do outside your base. Okay?
We have a concern, okay?
Well, that's your concern. It's not my concern.
When people are carrying out photography and videoing, people coming and going.
Come and ask me what I'm doing and why I'm doing it.
What?
You didn't know, did you?
You didn't want to know?
I didn't want to know because you were being an arse about it.
Well, I'm asking you politely.
No, I'm not. You've had your chance. Get lost.
Right, okay.
And you're going on YouTube and everyone will see what a pack of douchebags you are. I'll save you the time. There's nothing you can do. Get lost. Right? You have got zero authority out here. And if you try and do anything or intimidate me or threaten me with arrest under anything, you'll be getting told off.
Polite.
Right, you've been rude.
I'm not being rude, no.
Right.
Being quite polite, okay? I'm merely asking you for some identification.
I'm not giving you any identification. I don't need to. I'm taking some pictures of the naval base. Big deal. Get a fence up so you can't see inside. What's the problem? There's no signs whatsoever saying no photography. It's like I've double checked these things before I come. There's no signs of nothing. Don't come round here and start demanding this and threatening with that.
Not demanding anything, just asking a few questions as to what you do.
No, he's demanded ID. He's demanded what I'm doing. He got right in my face when I stood there and there was nowhere where I could go with that railing. This has been live streamed to YouTube. Alright, so what's your step?
That's not very well, but you're still on Emily Lane.
No, I'm not.
The red line is staying.
What red line? This, I know where I can stand. I've double researched it. I would not let you...
This is MOD Lane.
No, it's not. No unauthorised access.
Yeah.
It doesn't say no... Where's it say no... Show me...
Demarcation line.
Right, show me the signs. Come and show me the signs.
The first set of traffic lights down there, the access road into here.
Yeah, what does it
is
say?
a demarcation line.
What does it say?
And that is that's the demarcation.
Does it say that?
line for MOD.
Does it say that?
There's a sign.
Does it?
on
Down there.
And what does it say?
Down there.
What does it say?
So it's Emily Lane or an authorised entry.
Right, I'll go and have a look at that, and if not, I'll be back.
We'll go down with it.
Well, that's fair enough then, Mum.
Okay.
That exchange exposed the entire foundation of the encounter. The officer repeatedly demanded identification, treated ordinary photography like a national security issue, and spoke as if the public area outside the base automatically fell under military control. But the auditor refused to accept vague claims at face value. Instead, he pushed back calmly and methodically, bringing the conversation back to one thing over and over again: boundaries, signage, and actual legal authority. That completely changed the balance of the interaction. Rather than getting pulled into emotional pressure or intimidation, the auditor forced the officer to explain and justify every claim being made. And once specifics were required instead of broad assertions, you could hear the confidence start to crack. The encounter became less about law and more about trying to maintain control through tone and presence. That's why moments like this matter. They show how legal clarity can completely disrupt unsupported authority. When someone knows where public land begins, understands their rights, and stays calm under pressure, intimidation loses a lot of its power. The badge kept pressing forward, but the facts kept holding the line. Calm persistence turned the entire encounter into a test the officer struggled to justify on camera. So what would you have done in that situation? Challenged the lack of signs and public boundary claims like this auditor did, or handed over ID just to end the confrontation quickly?
I'll hold back on the details. That's it. I'll I'll keep out your thingy bob. I didn't notice the sign and the line, what have you. I actually thought you were just being awkward, so...
I admit it's
but,
not that obvious.
yeah, no, I crossed over there and I never even looked. And because I'd seen it on Google Maps as well, I thought, well, obviously you can go to the roundabout and get some pictures from there, sort of thing, so...
yeah, I mean, you're unaware, it's not an issue as such. Obviously there are...
Well, that's what I thought when you came round. When I seen the police coming round with their lights on, I thought, surely God, that's not for me, sort of thing.
Obviously,
but,
you've been picked up on CCTV.
yeah. Well, that's what I mean. If it's going to be, I'd be a bit more discreet, wouldn't I?
Yeah. But obviously security implications.
Yeah.
You have to check these things out.
Yeah. So...
Who's up there? Is that Nicola?
Just the Raven on side.
Can I have a word with these guys up here? Can you ask them to come down?
It's not really necessary. I mean, you know,
we're happy with the situation.
Yeah.
I mean, you're obviously no threat. I've reported back to the control room.
Yeah.
They're in agreement. You know, if you're happy to give us the details, we'll take them.
It's, yeah, no, it's like I say, I'd rather not. Don't take it personally. It's nothing personal or anything like that. It's just, like I say, I just don't want them bandied about.
Are you from this area?
No, Manchester way.
You're Manchester?
Yeah. I'm just coming.
That was a Plymouth accent.
No, yeah. I must sound alien to you guys, mustn't I? Christ. Yeah, it's up, you wouldn't know the place anyway.
Okay, if you're down here again, I mean, obviously, if you go past this line,
yeah, no, I won't.
You'll get a police response.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Also, I mean, obviously, the naval base, well, it goes for about 3 miles. You follow the perimeter all the way around. Okay. If you are picked up, and there is CCTV all around, if you're picked up filming, etc., paying particular interest to the entrances, the exits, people coming and going.
What you're seeing here is knowledge cutting straight through intimidation. At the beginning of the encounter, the officer came in hard. Lights on, demands flowing, treating a camera like a threat. But once the auditor calmly stood on the facts, everything started changing. The officer's tone softened, the pressure eased, and eventually there was an acknowledgement that the boundary was unclear and the auditor was not a danger. That shift says everything. The auditor never lost control, never became aggressive, and never gave the encounter the emotional reaction it was feeding on. Instead, he calmly explained the misunderstanding and kept the interaction grounded in facts. And the moment that happened, the power dynamic flipped completely. The officer went from issuing commands to explaining himself. That's the turning point where authority stops relying on compliance and starts looking for a way to de-escalate without losing face. You can actually hear the institutional posture relax once it became clear the auditor knew the boundary and understood his rights. The badge was no longer operating from unquestioned authority. It was now trying to justify the earlier pressure. That's why legal knowledge matters so much in encounters like this. When you understand the difference between a request and a lawful order, intimidation loses a huge part of its force. Calmness, clarity, and confidence became the auditor's protection here. No shouting. No threats. Just facts holding the line until the pressure collapsed on its own. So what would you have done in that moment? Once the officer calmed down, would you have shared your details to smooth things over, or kept them private after being wrongly challenged in the first place?
I understand that, but what I'm saying is if it's the entrance, exits, blah, 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 things coming and going, and you're sort of like not on this MOD property, if it's on the normal street, that's all right though, isn't it?
It will still generate a response, I can guarantee, because the area you're filming comes under the Official Secrets Act.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a sensitive area.
It's a sensitive
security
area.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, like I say, I get behind where the signs are and the line and stuff, but yeah, it's as long as you're not sort of on the property, it's obviously...
Well, as I say, at the moment, officially you're not. If you stood there, you are.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah.
If you walk round the corner, if you follow the main road all the way round, you're on... That's not MOD then. Okay?
Yeah, I think that's what I was asking, yeah, because I'd looked at that one before I come down, yeah.
On the opposite side of the road, filming, I don't know, the naval base or one of the gates that's either used or unused at the moment, whatever.
Do you not actually get people taking pictures of it and stuff? I mean, it's like, I would have thought
from time to time, we do, and we get called out, okay? And as standard practice, we will always ask them who they are, what they're doing, etc. Sometimes, you know, we've had students that come down, they've been doing a project, you know, and we carried out checks.
Right,
okay?
I'm with you, yeah.
That's why, obviously, when we got called down to you, and you were quite prominent just outside the main entrance. This is one of the main gates coming in and out the base, like, you know.
Right, yeah.
You'll appreciate, even if you're not police, you'll appreciate, you know, the responsibility we have here. It's going to be incumbent on us to come down and speak to you.
I had no sort of like issues with, oh, I might get challenged or that's what I was doing sort of thing. It's just, I think you just caught me off guard because you were a bit abrupt and you I felt like you pinned me against the fence sort of thing. I'm not a rude person per se, it's just like I was a bit...
Unless you kicked off, we wouldn't be going down that road.
Yeah.
Okay, you know that, alright?
Yeah, no, that's fair enough, yeah.
Alright, so I apologise if I was a bit abrupt when I first turned up, but obviously, you know, we're concerned about anybody that carries out video photography, ordinary photography of the naval base. Yeah.
What played out here is exactly why understanding your rights matters. As the encounter continued, the officer slowly backed away from the earlier demands, reframed the stop as a simple security concern, and eventually admitted the real issue was just the location near the gate. The auditor accepted that explanation calmly, but also made it clear that the real problem had been the aggressive approach right from the start. And that's where the entire interaction changed. Once the officer stopped commanding and started explaining, the power dynamic shifted completely. The auditor's calm pushback forced the conversation into specifics, where exactly the boundary was, what the signs actually said, and what legal authority truly existed. Because he stayed composed and factual, the officer had to justify the encounter instead of controlling it through pressure alone. You can literally hear the volume of authority drop once unsupported assumptions were challenged with calm legal clarity. That's what makes moments like this important. Facts slow pressure down. Knowledge forces accountability. And once you understand that a public street is not automatically police-controlled space, tone and intimidation stop sounding like law. The auditor didn't need aggression to hold the line. Patience, confidence, and understanding of the boundary did that for him. So what would you have done once the officer softened the approach, kept talking to clear the air, or ended the interaction there and walked away once your rights were established? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you respect calm pressure, legal clarity, and real accountability caught on camera, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more breakdowns like this one.